If you're over 60 and think avoiding this private habit is harmless, think again. What I'm about to share may shock you, and it could be the key to why many seniors don't live past 80. It's not something your doctor talks about, and most people are too embarrassed to even mention it. But this natural act plays a bigger role in your health than you realize. Before we dive in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful health insights that can change your life. This isn't just about pleasure, it's about survival, vitality, and staying young where it matters most. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover could add years to your life. Step 1. The hidden health benefits of intimacy with yourself. As we age, many aspects of our daily life evolve, our routines slow down, our bodies change, and our priorities shift. One part of life, however, often disappears without much thought or discussion: self-pleasure. For many elderly individuals, especially those living alone or without a partner, this subject becomes quietly tucked away, considered unnecessary, shameful, or even harmful. But what if I told you that neglecting this natural and personal act might be silently affecting your health and well-being? Masturbation is one of the body's most natural forms of stress relief. It's not just about momentary pleasure, it's about connection to your own body. The release of feel-good chemicals and the stimulation of vital biological processes. For seniors, it can help improve sleep, lower blood pressure, and even boost your immune system. Yes, something so simple and private may actually help your body fight illness and stay strong. Many older adults avoid the topic because of cultural taboos, outdated beliefs, or medical myths. There's a common misconception that sexuality expires with age, or that touching yourself after 60 is somehow abnormal or inappropriate. But science tells a different story, one filled with surprising benefits for mental clarity, mood regulation, and even hormonal balance when you engage in self-intimacy. Your brain releases endorphins and oxytocin, chemicals that reduce pain and anxiety, and even help fight depression. This is especially important in later years, when loneliness and isolation can quietly take a toll on emotional health. Isn't it strange how something so small, so instinctual, can have such a powerful effect on your body and mind? Let's pause for a moment and ask a simple but thought-provoking question. Why do we treat something so healthy and natural as if it's a secret shame, especially when it could improve our quality of life? If you're feeling hesitant, you're not alone. Many seniors were never taught that their body's natural functions are worth honoring throughout life. But embracing these aspects of yourself doesn't just offer physical benefits, it also nurtures self-worth, self-acceptance, and emotional intimacy, even if you're alone. It reminds you that your body still matters, still feels, and still deserves attention. In fact, regular self-stimulation has been shown to help keep the pelvic floor strong, improve bladder control, and support cardiovascular health. And for those struggling with sleep, it may help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer without the side effects of medication. It's a practice that combines both physical and emotional healing, quietly reinforcing that aging does not mean fading away. More importantly, giving yourself permission to experience pleasure at any age opens the door to a healthier relationship with your entire body. It encourages you to stay curious, connected, and compassionate with yourself, qualities that only grow in value as the years go by. So, if you've been ignoring this part of your life, maybe it's time to rethink it. Maybe it's time to explore what your body can still offer, and what it still needs. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We're about to dive deeper into a powerful truth that could change how you view aging forever, and it's not what most people expect. Stay tuned. Step 2. Touch awakens more than just the body, it reconnects the brain. It's easy to forget that the body and mind are deeply connected, especially as we grow older. In fact, many of us have been conditioned to believe that aging means a slow and inevitable decline, not just physically, but mentally. But what if one of the most overlooked ways to keep your brain sharp wasn't in a puzzle book or a bottle of supplements, but in something much more personal? When an older adult engages in self-intimacy, it's not just about a physical act. Behind the scenes, something remarkable is happening in the brain. Neurologically speaking, sexual stimulation activates multiple areas of the brain, including regions responsible for memory, emotional regulation, and learning. It's like giving your mind a workout, only one that feels good and leaves no sore muscles afterward. recent studies have even shown that individuals who engage in regular self-pleasure tend to report higher levels of cognitive clarity, lower rates of depression, and better memory retention. And yet, this vital connection between touch and brain function is rarely discussed. Why? And ask yourself this: why are we more comfortable taking pills for memory loss than exploring a natural act that could nourish both body and mind? The truth is, society has taught us to separate the mind and the body, to treat them as two unrelated systems. But science paints a different picture. The same act that gets your heart rate going and your blood circulating also stimulates the release of neurotransmitters that fuel focus and creativity. In older adults, this kind of stimulation can help maintain a healthy balance of hormones and brain chemicals, a natural defense against cognitive decline. It doesn't stop there. Self-intimacy also promotes mindfulness, being present in the moment. This can be especially beneficial for seniors who often feel overwhelmed by health concerns, grief, or loneliness. When you take a moment to reconnect with your body, even through a simple touch, you're grounding yourself in the here and now. That's not just calming, it's healing. Touch, in this way, becomes more than a physical sensation. It becomes a message to your brain: you are still here. You are still alive. You are still worthy of feeling good. For those struggling with emotional stress or anxiety, regular intimate time can act as a natural form of therapy. Oxytocin, the love hormone, is released during self-pleasure and has been shown to improve mood, reduce fear, and increase social bonding. This can be a lifeline for older adults who may feel disconnected or unseen, but even more than the science, there is power in simply allowing yourself to feel. There's power in saying, "My needs still matter." Because too often, seniors are told to shrink into the background, to stop asking for pleasure, connection, or attention. But your brain doesn't retire. It still thrives on stimulation, curiosity, and care, so the next time you feel hesitant or unsure about reconnecting with your body, remember, this isn't just about a fleeting moment. It's about keeping your mind alive, your spirit engaged, and your identity intact. You're not just touching your skin, you're reigniting your senses, your memory, and your very sense of self. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We're about to uncover a deeper layer, one that speaks directly to your heart, and could change how you feel about aging forever. Step 3. Emotional healing through self-acceptance. As people age, emotional wounds often become more visible. The loss of a partner, family changes, regret from missed opportunities, or a lifetime of emotional suppression can quietly accumulate, weighing heavily on the heart. Many seniors carry these feelings without ever expressing them. But one of the most overlooked paths to emotional healing might lie in a simple, private, and deeply personal practice: reconnecting with your own body through self-intimacy. It may sound surprising, even unusual, but the truth is that touch can be profoundly therapeutic. When you allow yourself to feel pleasure without shame, guilt, or fear, you are telling your inner self, "I still matter. I still deserve comfort. I still deserve care." This isn't just about the act itself. It's about the emotional message behind it. Far too often, older adults internalize harmful messages that say love, affection, and intimacy are things of the past. But emotional fulfillment doesn't end at a certain age, and neither does the human need for connection, even if that connection begins with yourself. In moments of solitude, when the house is quiet and the phone doesn't ring, self-intimacy can offer more than relief, it can offer reassurance. It reminds you that you are still whole, still capable of giving and receiving love, and still worthy of attention. It's not just about the body. It's a message to the soul. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you gave yourself permission to feel good, not for someone else, but purely for yourself? Many people are surprised to discover that self-pleasure can bring tears, not from physical sensation, but from the emotional release it triggers. Years of shame, silence, or grief can surface in that quiet moment of vulnerability, and in that release lies healing. It's a way to gently peel back layers of pain that may have never been addressed in words. This process can be especially powerful for those who have experienced trauma, neglect, or the absence of physical affection. It becomes a form of self-soothing, a nurturing practice that helps rebuild trust with one's own body and emotions. Over time, it fosters self-compassion, a quality that becomes more vital than ever as we grow older and face life's deeper questions. Self-intimacy is also a gateway to self-reflection. In these quiet, personal moments, the mind can wander, not into anxiety or fear, but into understanding. You may start to see yourself differently. You may realize you've spent too many years ignoring your needs or pretending you didn't have them. And from this awareness, a new chapter of emotional truth can begin. There is no timeline for healing. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, it is never too late to reclaim your sense of self-worth and rediscover joy within your own skin. This simple act, often overlooked or dismissed, can be a sacred pause in the middle of life's noise, a moment to affirm that your story is still unfolding. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not done growing. Through acceptance of your needs, physical and emotional, you make peace with your past and create space for a more empowered, fulfilled future. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. We're about to explore a secret that could completely shift how you care for your body, and why ignoring it might be one of the biggest mistakes seniors make. Step 4. Circulation, vitality, and the secret to staying physically young. We often hear that staying active is the key to aging gracefully. Walk more. Stretch. Keep your heart strong. But there's one form of activity, private, gentle, and often dismissed, that also supports your body's circulation, hormonal health, and even your energy levels: self-pleasure. Yes, the simple act of stimulating your own body can have profound effects not just emotionally or mentally, but physically as well. Let's talk about blood flow, the body's internal lifeline. Every cell, every muscle, every organ relies on proper circulation to function at its best. As we age, circulation naturally declines. Cold hands and feet, fatigue, and even problems with memory and focus can all be signs that your blood flow isn't as strong as it once was. But here's something most people don't realize: sexual stimulation significantly increases blood circulation, not just in one area, but throughout the entire body. During self-intimacy, your heart rate rises, your blood vessels dilate, and oxygen-rich blood travels more efficiently to the brain, skin, and muscles. It's like a mini cardiovascular workout, without ever leaving your bed or chair. And unlike high-impact exercises, this kind of stimulation is gentle, accessible, and safe for most seniors, even those with limited mobility beyond circulation. Self-pleasure also plays a vital role in keeping hormones in balance. For men, it helps regulate testosterone levels, which support muscle tone, bone density, and energy. For women, it can encourage the production of estrogen, which aids in joint health, vaginal lubrication, and mood stability. And for everyone, it releases dopamine, the motivation chemical, giving you a natural lift and encouraging a more active mindset. Now pause and ask yourself, if there were a simple, private activity that could help improve circulation, protect your hormones, and boost energy, wouldn't you want to know why more people aren't talking about it? That's the mystery, and perhaps the tragedy, of how society views aging. Too many seniors are taught to suppress or ignore their physical needs. As a result, they lose out on powerful, natural tools that could keep their bodies stronger for longer. The idea that self-intimacy is only for the young is both false and harmful. In truth, continuing this practice into your 60s, 70s, and beyond may help maintain physical function, reduce the risk of chronic conditions, and contribute to a healthier heart. It's not just about staying alive, it's about feeling alive. This isn't about replacing your doctor's advice or skipping your daily walk. It's about recognizing that physical touch and sexual expression, even privately, play a role in your body's maintenance and vitality. When embraced without shame, self-pleasure becomes a form of self-care that is just as valuable as nutrition or exercise. For those concerned about safety, know this: research shows that moderate sexual activity is generally safe for healthy seniors. If you're ever unsure, speak with a trusted healthcare provider, but don't dismiss it just because of age. Your body may be older, but it still responds to care, attention, and stimulation. You have every right to feel strong, energetic, and connected to your body. And sometimes, that connection starts with a simple moment of curiosity, a private act that quietly says, "I'm still here. I still matter." Conclusion. If this video helped you even a little, if it made you think, smile, or feel more connected to yourself, we'd love to hear from you. Your voice matters. What part spoke to you the most? Did anything surprise you or challenge your thinking? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your words could inspire someone else to feel less alone. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting, empowering content. Your feedback helps us grow and serve you better. Let's keep this important conversation going.